Okay, all set to go. And now for the Reds. Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
And that's
inside,
off
ball one.
the inside edge. And the home opener is underway. Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On the ground, right side, sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Nathan Lucas in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Soto on at first, nobody out. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
They'll just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And down on strikes he goes, and that's the first out. Trey Turner now, and misses inside. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1-1.
And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2-2 to count.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. Just missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
That's off the inside corner. Now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 strike.
And that one clips the corner.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Ripped to first. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. Back here with my pal Singy. On the mound for the Reds, Hunter Green.
The right field.
Power pitcher.
He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Young makes the catch, and there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Joe Adele now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
0-1's the count.
That's off the mark. Ball 1. Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Way out front for strike 2.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And this one looks like trouble. And that's going to roll to the wall. And that's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
I got a ball, one strike.
In there. And so now 1-2. That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ward ranging back. Gone. The 2-run shot. The Rays strike first. It's 2-0. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Check swing, called strike. Hayes over at first with 1 away. And that's outside. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Heriberto Hernandez next to hit for the Rays. That one at triple digits. 2 runs across in the inning here in the 3rd and final game of the series.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
And a swing and a miss.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 outs. Got him looking for the K. Strike 3 called, and a slider. Back now in Tampa Bay. Top of the 2nd, down to third baseman, Manny Machado. Waka back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Waka, 33 years old, a former 1st-round pick back in 2012. Top of the zone for a called strike.
0-2 is the count.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Nope, inside, ball 2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Just off the inside corner. Full count now. In the air, right field. Marte hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Lau at the plate. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Now this is in the air down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. And down on strikes. 2 gone now. And now it's Ivan Herrera. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. But he's in there easily.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Swing and a foul straight back. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Ruiz under it, nabs it, and that is that. Back here at Tropicana Field, now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss. He swings and fouls one off. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Ezekiel Duran, batting with one down, takes a strike. And there's the strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Up the middle, Turner whips it to first on the run, and they get the out. Two down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. Soto gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jacob Young. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Pitch misses.
Ball one.
And 1-1.
1-1.
That's inside.
That's it.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Grounds one to short. Duran in plenty of time to first. One up, one down. Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's Juan Soto. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Adele moving under it. Squeezes it. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Nathan Lucas. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Rays, Noelvi Marte. That's in there. And that is strike one. That's in there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's Joe Adele. And it finds its way through for a hit.
All over that one right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Adele stands at first with one out. Good eye in that spot.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Off balance speed, there's one. What a double play that was. And welcome back to the ballpark. Trey Turner at the plate.
Trey Turner.
Swing and a ground ball. Turner is out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
Now
Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Devers.
Hard hit, right side. He'll do it himself. And a couple of quick outs. And now it's Manny Machado. Flied to right his first time. Swings through that.
0-1.
That misses. 1-1.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle. And with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Tosses to first. Machado is out. And the Reds go 1-2-3. Back now in Tampa Bay. Bottom of the inning. And now the DH, Austin Hayes.
Hayes.
And there's the strike. Fastball for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Contreras stands in now and watches strike 1. The next offering misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Heriberto Hernandez now at the plate. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
0-1's the count.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next one is off the plate. 2-0. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy. Runner takes off. That's back. And it's gone. He circles the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. Duran batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Back here at Tropicana Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lowe. Check swing to the first pitch, look down to third, and he held back according to Ricky Holiday. And another ball. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Just missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one ripped. That's back. That's long gone. He sends it out of here. And they've got their first run. It's 4-1. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Got it. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So digging in, Taylor Ward. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Ward.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is filled up. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. And stepping in is the speedy Jacob Young. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Cut on and lifted in the air. Marte sizing this one up. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Soto stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They take the force out, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back.
And
we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Esteury Ruiz. That one in triple digits.
Well, these Rays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Number 16.
Now it's the right fielder, Noelvi Marte. There's a strike. Marte, 23 years old. Usually a third baseman, but today starting in right. Soto really on his horse for it. And that's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Number 7.
Joe Adell next to hit for the Rays. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. There's a swing and a miss.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Young makes his way towards it. That is the inning. Top of the 6th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Nathan Lucas. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tyler Gilbert.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Hard hit left side. Slings it across. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Here's Turner now.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Into left center for a base hit.
A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed.
Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. Man, the throw, tag, and he's out. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
On the ground, Sosa sends it to first, and Devers is set down. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Green back to work. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
0-1.
And that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Hayes in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball the inside corner for a strike. Goes down looking. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 0-2 in this one. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one missed.
That's the ball.
Inside, just missed. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Wilson Contreras blasts one out. It's 6-1. Heriberto Hernandez next to hit for the Rays. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. They say it went. Pereira down to first with it. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And here is Sosa to the plate. He's already homered in this game. A little out front there as he swings through it. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Just off the inside edge.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Soto makes a move towards the gap. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back now in Tampa Bay. And here is Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
0-2.
Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half. And now it's Brandon Lau. He's already homered here in this one.
Lau.
First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. That one just misses. Just off the inside corner. And the count now even up. And that's a strikeout looking. Throws him with the heater at the knees.
Now batting, the catcher.
And here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. 1 for 2. On the corner for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big.
Now pitching.
Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Chase Silseth.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Jump throw across his body. It's there, and that's a great play. And now, Ezekiel Duran.
Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 29, Yariel Rodriguez.
Right through there for a strike. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball, that's outside.
One away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Esteury Ruiz. And that misses.
Inside.
And that is ball 1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right.
The right fielder, number 16,
Noel V. Marte. Next to hit for the Rays. That one missing inside.
That's inside.
That's through there for a strike. Ruiz leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. And stepping in for the Rays, Joe Adell. Late with the swing there.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. See you later. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-1. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Handled by Machado. Gets it to first. Inning over. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable.
Got him.
That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 8-2. So 1 out, nobody on. Luis Angel Acuna, the next to hit for the Reds. Gets the outside corner with that one. Scale 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Check
That's a
swing, no appeal.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. On the ground at first, and he handles it himself for the out. Here's Trey Turner. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Swing and a miss at a slider. Silson, 24 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first, and that is that. Back here at Tropicana Field, now it's the DH. Austin Hayes.
Now pitching for Cincinnati, number 54, Seth Halverson.
Pitch misses. 1-0.
Just missed with that good fastball inside, but it plants a seed in the hitter's mind. He's got to be ready for that pitch, which will open up the outside part of the plate.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
That's ball 2.
And a breaking ball misses outside. And there's one away. Here's Contreras now. That one's carrying. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 9-2. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
That's a base hit, and that extends the inning. Ezekiel Duran next to hit for the Rays. Soto snags it, and that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Devers. 0 for 3 in this one. Now on the mound for the Rays, Yennier Cano.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the...
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. A massive home run. It's 9-3. Now Machado up here. Swings through that one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the ninth. Swings and misses. 0-2.
0-2.
Hit on the ground to short. Duran. Now one gone in the ninth. Next for Cincinnati, Brandon Lau.
Cincinnati, the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. And that ball is gone. He made him pay for that one. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they cut into the deficit. It's 9-4. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that's off
that's inside.
the inside edge. And it's 1-1. And it skips in the dirt. And that one is lifted in the air. Marte sizes this one up. They got it for out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Smoked on the ground to second. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rays slug their way to a win in this one. Waka with his first major league win.